Circa put up a really interesting prop this week, and I'd like to get all of your opinions on it. They put up Super Bowl champion, 49ers and Ravens versus the field, and I think they opened it at minus 115 either way. Before I let you know how I feel, I don't want to pollute your mind, and I don't want to lead you in any direction, Sam, because I've already been accused of leading you in a direction multiple times during this show. But like, you get the Ravens and the 49ers versus the field, or the other way. What way you going, Sammy?
I'd take the favorites.
2-1 seeds just got to win 2 games on their home field.
These are 2 of the most dominant teams we've seen in a long, long time. I mean, I think the gap in the NFC is substantial between San Francisco and everybody else. I mean, we all watch Baltimore pound San Francisco, but who's going into San Francisco and beating them? You know, I mean, is it really going to be, do we really think McCarthy and Dak are going to do it? I'm not there. I don't believe in Detroit. The Rams are sort of trendy, but I mean, it's going to be San Francisco likely. And then, Baltimore's got to get through potentially Mahomes and maybe Josh Allen, but I still think that is one of the most underrated great teams that we've seen. So I would take the favorites. I would, for sure.
Yeah, I take the ones too. I think if you get a rematch of the Christmas game in the Super Bowl, if you get the one season Super Bowl, you automatically win that bet. One of those teams is going to win. I kind of think we're headed that way. I'll go with the chalk here.
Geoff?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet it on any other team outside of Kansas City, and that's just basically because you're betting on Patrick Mahomes that do some crazy stuff in the playoffs, right? I mean, their wide receivers. The Bengals game was a little bit better. MVS only dropped 1 pass instead of multiple passes. And
how many did he have thrown at him?
And Kadarius Toney didn't play, so he couldn't drop any passes. I mean, the thing about it is, if you look at the rest of the AFC, the Chiefs' defense is Super Bowl worthy. You can't say that about the Dolphins, I don't think, right now, but like, again, their offense is not very good, and going to Baltimore and winning that game would be a very, very tough ask. I think that just feels unlikely to happen. So I think the favorites are the play here.
That is my concern with this wager. What just happened here? San Francisco, Baltimore, San Francisco, Baltimore, San Francisco, Baltimore. It feels kind of like what happened prior to the Rose Bowl, with the exception of Sammy, who had Michigan. Everybody liked Bama. And it feels like everybody's going to be attracted to the 2-1 seeds. And it almost feels like at that number, minus 115, it's Jeff Benson and Circa basically saying, yeah, go ahead. 2-1 seeds got to win 2 games. Each got to win 2 games on the home field to get to the Super Bowl, and you're guaranteeing. Now, and that leads me to the other side, and this is the question I think is the natural follow-up to this. If you can't have San Francisco and Baltimore, give me one team from the AFC and one team from the NFC. Who do you think, Geoff? And I'll start with you.
I mean, it would be Kansas City still. I think that's what you'd have to wager on, would be Kansas City. I don't know. I mean, do you trust Buffalo, the Dolphins? I mean, all these teams don't.
Dolphins, I think, are a non-player for me. I think
these teams just don't have a lot of playoff experience and a lot of playoff wins. Kansas City obviously does, and their defense is Super Bowl caliber. Like, you can get by winning 2017. It's harder to do, obviously, when your margin of error is that small. God, the NFC guys. I mean, look, I trust McVay and Stafford probably the most for the coach and quarterback combination, but their team is not as good as the Cowboys, right? I mean, no, they're not. But they play the Niners tough each game, so like they'd be maybe the toughest opponent to play for the Niners. I guess. Jeez, Cowboy. No one? Cowboys?
No one.
Sammy, how about you? Saying the Cowboys gives me.
I was going to go Eagles in the NFC and Bills in the AFC.
Wow.
Will?
To me, it's Cowboys and Bills. I think the Eagles are a dead duck. They're going to be the 5. They're going to have to go on the road. They seem like a mess. I just think Cowboys are good. I mean, McCarthy gets a little bit of a pass because of all the nonsense Campbell did, but McCarthy throwing that ball late.
How the hell is he getting a pass for that?
Absolutely insane. But that's a good team.
I nearly fell off my couch when he did that.
Insane. Absolutely insane. But I'll just go talent, Cowboys, Bills.
Bear Bets full episodes drop twice a week right here on the Bear Bets YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe to stay ahead of the odds, and let's celebrate all of our wins together.